Welcome to my house. Frumpy Buckle here, and you're fishing with Uncle Buck today. In this episode, we're going to go through and pick out, we're going to build the best weapons out of all the sticks available to us in the 30s, on level 30 through 39. So, I did my homework on these guys, and we'll start off with our spinning rods. Let's jump over there, me out of the way. Now, the spinning rod that made the top of the list for me was actually not the one that I own. I own the Loki 7.7. I'm going to go with the Loki 810 for the spinning rod here. Let's jump over there and see why we chose the Loki 810. The Loki 810, mainly the reason I went with this guy is because the 810 being, it's going to cast the farthest, the 7/8 to 2.5 ounce. Now, your other choices that you have here are the 6.7, the 7.7. I bought mine when I needed, it was the only thing when I was probably at level 31. That's why I bought it. I should have bought this one. And it's 26.5 pound. Now, the only other options that you have down here are the Rivertech Zeus's, the 7.5 and the 8.2. Now, they're going to cast a lot shorter. However, they are bigger, 42 pounds, which is kind of overkill for the 30-pound fish and stuff, and for the 30 levels. Because if you look at the price-wise, it's almost double the price, $15,600 for an 810 versus 26. If you're going to spend $26,000 at level 38 or 39, you might as well wait till 41 and get yourself a good pole. 46-pounder, 810, the Zeus. And that's kind of what I did. I had a small one here that carried me through my 30s. And then I grabbed up in 41, I grabbed up the Zeus 810 here. So that would be my pick, the Loki 8'10", and then the reel that I would put on that guy would be the Hornet Swarm 6000. Hornet spinning wheel for that, the 6000. There he is, the Hornet Swarm 6000. These are 24.2 on a 26 pole. So that would be my pick, the hot pick for that guy right there. All right, now let's go for the match rods. The Brutus 1110 gets my pick with the Mega Tank 7000. Casting rods. This is the casting rod I have. It came in a DLC. It's a level 30-31 pole. I would not consider this the best casting rod. I would consider the Galaxy Cast 511 with the Cyclone 4500 on it as the best casting. When we go back to the store, I'll show you that and why. Now, as far as bottom rods go, these become available in the 30s now. So I would go with the Bottom Sniper 1010 with the Mega Tank 6000 on that. When you get over there, we'll look at why. Now, I don't have a carp rod for the level 30s or the level 40s. I bought a DLC carp rod. That's why I have this. I didn't need to buy any other carp rods. When I got to Weeping Willow at that level, and I think that's on level 40 or 50, something like that. I had this to go with. But for the carp rods in the 30s, it's the Mega Chubber 12.4 you want to go with. That's a level 37 pole, 35 pounder, and the Mega Tank 7000, level 38, 42, 5 on recovery, and 34. And we'll go over there and take a look at them. All right, so the casting rod over here, and then one we want to look at is the Galaxy Cast 511. I believe it's this page right here. So that's a level 36, 7/8 by 2.5 ounce. You got a 35 pounder there. I don't go for the gold on there. A 39 to 5.3. Yeah, it's a little heavier, 1 to 3 ounce. it's a lot more money. It's going to cast shorter, 48.5 versus 35. I'd rather, like I said, when you get up here in the 39s, you might as well wait a little, just a hair, one level, and get a better rod. So I would say the best in the 30s, the best rod is going to be the Galaxy Cast 511. And what I put on that is the Cyclone 4500. That's the casting rod. The reason we chose that. The Cyclone 4500. 31.5 on the recovery. 35 pounder. So it goes along with the 35 pound Galaxy, the Cast 511. And if you look at anything you have close by, 33, 34, 7,000, that's a 33 Vortex 7,000. 37, I might change my mind on that. 31.5, 31.5, 33 pounds, 35 pounds. I don't know. You could go either way with this, guys. Now that I'm thinking about that, the Cyclone 55 is that's too heavy. The Vortex, and the reason why I'm going is the Vortex is a little cheaper, 33 versus 35. It is a little less weight, and the rod itself is a 35, but I'm looking now at that 7,000. That's a lot more. You can hold twice as much line on there as you can with the 4500. So I might have to pick the Vortex 7000 over that Cyclone 4500, over just because of the 2 pound difference. Yeah, that's what I would do. All right, then our bottom rods. Why did we pick the bottom rods that we picked? Come on, Buck, get there. All right, the bottom sniper in the 30s. You have your cat boxer, and that's it. So you don't have much of a choice in the 30s. And the reason I went with this guy, 3 1/4 and 7, 3.5 to 7 1/4 versus the 2 and 3 2/3 to 8 ounces. And the stronger pole setup will come with the Mega Tank 6000 with the 32. So I throw the Mega Tank 6000 right there. And that's a 39.3 recovery on that guy. Like I said, the carp rod that I would choose, guys, would be, since they just become available in the 30s, I would go simply for the fact, the reason I chose the 12.4 over the 13.2. Cost effectiveness, and I think you have a little more option with your lures on the Mega Chopper 12.4. So that would be my carp picks, guys. Back to inventory. So if you're looking at that Loki 810 with the Hornet Swarm 6000, you're looking at 15,600 for the stick, 18,000 for the reel. You're looking at dropping 33,600 for that weapon. Now the match rod, the Brutus, right here, you're 15,000 for the stick, 29,500 for the reel, dropping 44,500 for that setup. Now the casting rod, if you go with the Galaxy 511 and the Cyclone 45 or the Vortex, which was a little bit cheaper, you're looking at 27,100 for the stick, 31,000 for the reel. Total there on that weapon, 58,100. Bottom rod, this sniper, 20,100 for the stick, 27,400 for the engine, 47,500 for that setup. Now your carp rod setup, it would be the Mega Chubber and the Mega Tank 7000, 37,500 for the stick, 29,500 for the engine, $67,000 for a carp rod. That's a cheap carp rod. So that rounds out the field for our 30 to 39, my best picks of the game. Remember to hit the like button, guys. We'll be back with 40 through 49. Remember, never give up the fight. We'll see ya.
One